Oh, what's up, bitch? Damn, we got a fucking side hoe? Let's go.
Damn. Fuck, what was I just about to talk to you about?
Great question.
I got dibs.
Listen, bub, you got Gene. I need some fucking fresh puss, dude. East rooftops. Oh, that's
nice.
Dude, yeah, the X-Men art is really strong, I gotta say.
I kind of want to bounce more off the themes of that with the mutants. What do you think drew you to liking the X-Men as much as you do? Like, why do you think you're a fan of them? Is it because of that, because it is kind of like if you take Charles and Magneto out of it, it does feel almost like a coming of age story for a lot of the younger X-Men that are because it's a school. So you get that Bobby relationship with Rogue and stuff, and it's just adding superhero abilities to a coming of age story of high schoolers, and then adding enemies on top of that. It turns more into a super, but back at the mansion and them going to school and learning how to control their abilities.
Well, okay, so they weren't...
At least I feel like that with X-Men Evolution.
Yeah, I was gonna say they weren't in school in X-Men 90s. Wolverine level up. Hell yeah, brother.
Good shit. What level are you? 5?
Good question. We're gonna find out. Loading screen, by the way.
You put that ring ability on. You got 2 of them. Striking. What's the other one?
Focus enhancer. What the fuck is focus?
So focus +1 and the other one's striking +1.
I'll take the strike.
You have 2 points. Keep going all the way down. There's way more shit at the bottom too. You can upgrade sharpness, critical strike.
Fuck is sharpness? There's level 3. I want to see the
I'm guessing just buffs overall damage.
And I was personally thinking of doing probably more strike damage.
Actually,
I get plus 1d4 to physical slashing damage. And I get a crit chance because I have a...
This will get into scene grade.
This is gonna get me laid tonight.
Oh, fuck me.
Get some action.
Do you have any levels? I believe you do.
Question.
You lied to me. Okay, so
and then I pissed my pants all over.
X-Men the animated series is not a teen story. It's they're fully grown adults and shit. And man, it's hard to say what I actually almost need to think on this. It's hard to say what draws me to the 90s series because
we do share shit, by the way.
That's fine.
Okay. Where do we go?
Good question.
Down
Where's
here?
the fucking X-Jet? I gotta jump.
Wait, we gotta walk down that. Did we save? We saved, right?
Yes.
Should we possibly save again? We just leveled up.
Sure, why not? Because it gives my brain to think. The 90s series, I'm not it's a tough remembrance for me. I don't remember it that strongly, which is all the more reason why I want to revisit it before 97. And I'm sure I'll find things about... I'm sure a lot of it's character interaction. I'm sure it's very true to the Magneto Charles chemistry between each other. Yeah. And then I think the story likely is a moral quandary of what is the optimal decision in these cases. And I hope the story and the trials and tribulations that the characters that we follow are strong. I hope it's good. I mean, there's got to be a reason why it was looked back at. So, can you fall off the roof?
So fondly, yeah.
Can you fucking die, bitch?
Oh,
I'm
shit,
stunned.
yeah, for fucking real. Oh, and this health potion went down there.
Well,
oh wait, can we can break this shit?
Fuck it up, Kenneth. But then you go and take something like a 90s animated series, and then you have the boardroom being oh, hey, can you make them teenagers?
Oh, dude, look.
Comic book. New comic edition is available.
Oh, there are secrets. That's cool as shit.
Hell yeah. Well, they have little comics in Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects as well.
Yeah, continue.
That game sucks. No, that game is alright. So, yeah, and then you kind of take these characters and oh, hey, make them teenagers and give them teenage problems. And then I'm sure the boardroom, there's a big eye roll, but they fucking nailed it with Evolutions. I had a really good time watching Evolutions.
I think so too. And then I would even say the first 2 X-Men movies kind of touched into that too, with the Bobby Rogue relationship. They're both going to school. We see their new characters to us because they find, Rogue finds her way to the X-Mansion, same as Logan in the first film, right?
What do we need to be, by the way?
This is a good question. I don't fucking know.
We have to install an AC unit?
Oh, wait, no, we gotta go this way. We gotta go this way.
I'm trying. I'm stuck. Charles!
I
Charles!
can't hold. Holy
What
shit!
the
I
fuck?
thought that guy was way bigger than he actually was. I thought he was coming after you.
I just thought his fucking
Holy
the
fuck.
green giant over here.
Yeah, dude. I was like, Colossus?
Hello?
No, but I feel like the first two films, kind of the 2000s film,
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of touched
So
into that
good,
a little
actually.
bit. Yeah, and I thought it was really well done. You know, you get a little bit of the drama between, you know, Logan and Scott over Jean Grey. You know, there's a
Those
little love
movies
triangle going on there.
Still
and-
hold up. X1 and X2 do at least.
Yeah, I think
Well,
especially, well, that guy
We
is
just
dead.
murdered a guy, yeah. I would love to revisit Last Stand, just because it is a meme of how bad that movie is. But I mean,
It could have been so good. There's parts of that that are good. I
mean,
will stand by that.
you
There are
can't get
moments of
worse
that.
than Origins. So
No,
maybe
it is-
retroactively, it's not as bad.
I think
maybe.
X-Men Last Stand is the film where you're like, I want to go back and it's not as bad as I remember it being. That is
Possibly.
that film. Because I remember it being a lot worse than it actually is. It's not that bad. We should be breaking more shit because there's like hidden stuff in this. Yeah.
I'm down to break shit.
Yeah, like Last Stand, it's not as good as the first two for sure. But there's moments in it I really like.
What character would you like to see a little bit more focus on? Do you have like a particular X-Men? Like, I mean, I've said Cyclops like a billion times.
I
but
think Nightcrawler is very. I like his character. I think there's a lot of depth with him, and we get some of that in the films. But it would be kind of cool to see, like, because he's like the most religious character, right?
Sure.
And like, I think that element of him is super interesting because it's the aspect of like I've been always looked at as a freak because of my skin and stuff like that. And like I said, there's a lot of depth to these characters, dude. There's a lot of depth going on with the X-Men that I think is overlooked. But him finding God was his way of like accepting who he was. It would be cool to see more of an origin to that for him. You know what I mean? Like kind of like a backstory of like how he got to being who he. Because if I remember correctly, he was like more of a villainous character before he found his path with God, right? And
yeah,
not villainous, but I
might
guess
have
he was
been
just
like a
more of like
thief or something. Or
yeah, like he was a
some shit like that.
mischievous like anti-hero character, is more like it. But it would be cool to see that and how his change of character came to be because we only hear about it from him in the movies, you know? And I would even say the shows, right? Like maybe we get a little bit more backstory. It's been a while since I've seen the shows.
All the
but-
more reason why I'm just like, okay, maybe I need to throw on some X-Men the animated series. I'm like, because I need to reevaluate because I really haven't watched it since I was a little kid. I mean,
I honestly feel like it would be better to get a live action show of X-Men than a live action film reboot. Only because we can really dive deep on all the characters by doing that.
sure,
You know, like,
you
I
need a
don't-
beefy show, and the direction that shows are going is like less episodes but longer episodes, and I don't know if I'd exactly want that for the kind of depth that I'm.
Sure, but I'm with you, and especially with the way Disney Plus has been handling their shows, like that could be really bad. But I just think if we really want to flesh out the X-Men, all of them, it'd be easier to do that with a show than it would be, you know what I mean? Like you'd have like one episode dedicated to the backstory of Scott.
Yeah,
Or
it's
one
been-
episode dedicated to the backstory of Logan. And then by the, last 3 episodes they work together as a team. I think you could really cook with a show of the X-Men, you know?
I can fuck with that. And as I'm getting older too, like I'm appreciating longer form content, so I would need that like hour and a half per episode just to like really like I want there to be like the love for these characters like put into a show. I don't want like some haphazard like, oh hey, let's make an X-Men show because the title's popular or something
Right.
like that. Like
No, I hear
want
you.
fans of the show
Yeah.
or of these characters to really kind of
It's not like, oh, strong IP, just, make some generic
yeah,
shit
let's just
with
milk it for some quick cash.
Right, because then you start to lose like the heart of what makes X-Men so good, like, and then you're just basically. I feel like that's the state of the MCU right now. Is like, let's try to say something profound
ooh, what
without
is
saying
that?
anything at all.
What is that? Danger room disc?
You have acquired a danger room disc that contains the course teamwork. Oh, I think that's like training room areas.
Oh, I thought I was you for a second.
You're good. But I just feel like Disney's been kind of
Ooh,
doing that,
yeah.
where it's like, we used to have really good depth with these characters, and now we're just kind of like, let's just put out whatever because it'll make money. And You could say that about a lot of things, including the gaming industry
Gosh,
too.
for real. Well, I mean, we're just throwing away developers apparently,
For fucking
and then
real,
fucking
holy
bitching
shit.
about like, oh hey, like we could really use a game like this. I'm like, dog, what? You threw away the
prime example is the developer of this game. What did they do? Oh, we're just gonna make them work on Call of Duty now. It's like, fuck Call of Duty at this fucking point, dude. If we're gonna get rid of developers that make good games like this that are unique, you know, like.
well, fucking what is it called? I mean, like I'm having a retarded moment. Hold on.
Talking about like Tango Studios and stuff, and like the developers like getting, you know,
Dude, they should
dissolved
put
into
me on the
nothing.
Mutant Registration Act so they can fucking medicate me properly, because I'm retarded. I
Well,
swear
it
to
is
God.
10:30 at night.
Let's get out of here and head back home. Hell yeah, bro. I'm trying to make a sandwich real quick. Enter the X-Jet. Where's the no option? I'm trying to grab like a chopped cheese.
Well, shit, how long we been going? This might be a good spot to stop.
An hour. Great job. Mission accomplished. But your work isn't complete or something. I didn't read that all the way. I just assumed that was the end of the sentence. Is there
Why is all
Oh?
this happening to me?
Allison, it's okay.
It's not okay.
Things were fine until last week. I got mad at my little brother and
Oh, I know her
suddenly the
voice
ground
actor.
started to
Yeah.
shake. I knew it was my fault, but I didn't want to.
It's what's her face from
Powers
Atlantis.
are becoming active.
That's not what I immediately think of. I think of Batman Beyond.
Lava in the street?
Yeah,
I made it happen. I'm becoming a mutant.
There's nothing wrong with.
that's Mindy from
She was gonna make
Tony
me
Hawk's
join
American
something called
Wasteland.
the Brotherhood. She could come after me again, anytime.
Damn, bro, you
Allison,
kind of
you
got
couldn't
that.
be in
Yeah.
safer hands. We're the X-Men.
I can't even spread my fingers apart.
Wait, so who was she just talking to? Was that supposed to be Jean?
I think so.
We gave Jean a weird cut. Damn, this is kind of pretty.
Dude, you want to do something cool while we're here?
Sure.
We'll milk this out for a little bit longer. You like my shiny head?
Why is his mouth like that?
You know, I read your mind. I know you're talking about my lips.
Professor Xavier?
Yes, Clarice. Dude, imagine this game on an emulation with a little bit of upscaling.
That's what I'm saying. Like
This game is
dude, even
really
now, this
easily
does not
cooked.
look bad.
Yeah, for
this looks
real.
good.
That's understandable. Perhaps Jean could take you on.
Dude,
a
that
tour
is
of the
Patrick
mansion.
Stewart. What the
No
fuck?
shot.
Show you the true purpose of the institute in the sub-basement.
If not,
That's totally look it up. Look it up. Is that Patrick Stewart? We need to know this right now. I'm pretty sure that's Patrick Stewart.
Professor Charles Xavier played by Ego Raptor? What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. It's Patrick Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, one thing I did want to bring up as far as I talked a little bit about how like Wolverine is the one character that kind of supersedes the X-Men and kind of has that breakout. So much to the point where a very beloved series in the audio format kind of came into my hands. Wolverine, the Long
Hell
Night.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. We have not talked about that at all.
Ever. Not on recording. Now, if I could
No.
put it out to you guys right now.
Fuck, we might want to save some of that for a
Ooh.
podcast.
All I'll say is if you have not given Wolverine the Long Night a chance, do it. It is like listening to Netflix.
Fucking awesome, dude. They're audio, like, it's a podcast, but like in a show format. Brilliant. That's all we'll say here, because maybe we should save that for a podcast and just talk about that episode by episode.
Dude, I could literally
Seriously, just
sign me up.
Dude, we have a podcast area right here that we've been meaning to have podcasts about, so we might save that for a podcast. But we'll just say this: go check it out. There's the what was it? The Lost Trail and the Long Night.
Yes.
Long Night I liked personally more, but Lost Trail was still
Solid.
pretty good.
Still
Yeah, they're
solid.
both awesome. Really good.
And if I could give any more recommendations, I would say Riddler Secrets in the Dark. Not as strong as Wolverine.
I liked it from what little we listened of it. It was pretty good.
but it's decent.
And then there was another show called Blackout, I think.
Yes.
That one was good too. That has nothing to do with Marvel or anything, but it's
Starred
another.
by Rami Malek.
Yeah.
And probably a couple years got a second season. I haven't listened to the second season. Pretty curious myself, but I would love to see more audio drama like
Yeah.
come out. 'Cause,
Yeah,
oh my god, those
100%.
make my day. Like having
Dude,
a
the Spider-Man one would be cool.
ooh, give me a Nightwing.
Give me a Matrix one. Early Morpheus days. That'd be cool.
That would be cool, actually. Okay, let's before we wrap things up, let's think of like one heater
Of a podcast,
yeah,
audio,
like audio
story
drama.
like that.
Because okay, in Riddler Secrets in the Dark, the dude that plays Batman sounds like he could play like a killer Spawn.
Got it. And it'd be perfect for only audio. Give me a Daredevil one. Because you're not seeing anything, and you know how some of those have like the sounds of the streets and stuff behind, like cars driving by.
Okay.
So you as the listener would have to imagine like our character is imagining because he can't see.
Okay.
That would be fucking dope, dude. Daredevil.
That's solid. That is actually a really solid one. Give me. What would actually be heat?
Anything like Old Republic would be I mean, Star Wars is huge. Like Dragon Ball, same. You can do a Dragon Ball one. That'd be fucking awesome. Like a story of like some random Saiyan back when they were around. That would be cool. The Old Republic era of Star Wars would be amazing. Dude, there's so many possibilities, bro. Like I would listen to all of them.
My lazy answer is Spawn.
Spawn would be cool. When was
My-
the last time you saw that? We should watch that.
My less lazy answer, slightly, would probably be Blade.
Ooh, Blade would be cool. Blade would be cool. When's the last time you saw the Spawn movie?
It has been a long time.
Same.
I would love to. I mean, there's so many things that I want to get around to, like either watching and then like having a podcast about, or like, you know, games that like we want to play. Like this was just kind of like a haphazard, like, oh hey, like Budokai 2 wasn't really working out for us. Let's throw on something else.
Dude, and I'm glad we did it because this was a vibe.
Yeah, I'm
really
actually
enjoy this
looking
game.
forward to getting back to more because I'm sure there's a lot of things that like, you know, are down. Like I'm sure we're gonna be able to do some crazy shit. Like this game is seeming like relatively deep for like not a throwaway, but a throwaway X-Men game. Like there seems to be like
Yeah.
a lot of meat here.
You know, and it's actually kind of cool time to be like playing this because of the 97 show. We got Deadpool and Wolverine coming out in what, 2 months, which I am, you know, all things considered with Marvel lately, I am stoked for that. Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. That's a fucking banger right there. But also, we can finally get around to watching those X-Men movies we were talking about.
Hey,
if we
I
stay on
gotta
this
ask
path.
you, because I don't know if this is part of your childhood, but this is random as fuck, by the way.
No, go ahead, spit. What's
Did
up?
you ever watch a show called Max Steel?
Oh, that sounds really familiar. I don't know. Maybe. I'd have to see it, and I'd let you know. Because I might have.
This was like deep from the recesses of my brain because I remember having an action figure of this guy. And I remember watching his shows. Did not remember that as a 3D animated show. But the first season or 2 seasons or whatever is up on YouTube. And I was very curious to maybe even do like a crouch block video of like, hey, was this show, like, do you remember the show? Was this show good? Like, because I remember watching
Dude,
it.
You should, because all your videos on Crouch Block are fucking bangers. And if you guys don't even know what he's talking about, go check out Crouch Block. That's his other channel besides his main channel. And he does tons of retrospectives. He did one on Resident Evil 4.
I don't know about
He's-
tons.
I mean, he's got a lot on there, and he's working on a lot more too. But he puts a lot of time and effort in those videos, so you guys should go check those out, dude. There's the fucking don't leave me hanging, dog.
By the way, I
Go
didn't
check
know you
out
went up
his
for the
work,
fist
dude.
bump.
Go check out his work. He's got one on Spider-Man Miles Morales. He's got one on Resident Evil 4, the most recent one, which I fucking love that game. So, and he loved it too. If you guys want to hear him talk about it, go check those out. But yeah, dude, you should totally do that. That'd be cool as shit. Cause that show sounds super familiar. But it'd have to be like, I have to see it to jog my memory, you know? Like,
There's that, and I want to do a Code Lyoko video, but
dude, Code Lyoko.
you know, speaking of content, you guys should check out. Hey, help this motherfucker out because he has a cover that is like on the verge of 1,000 views, and it's like it's so close. Like it just needs a little nudge. So if you guys could support this guy, check out his channel. It's all in the description. And
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
give it a gander because this guy's pretty talented. Like he's not talented, he's talented.
Oh shit.
It's a little bit of a pinky out situation.
It's like Target and Target, you know.
Why don't you, so you know, it's a bit of a Goo Goo Dolls cover, or it's Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah,
right?
it's Goo Goo Dolls, yeah, you're
it's
right.
Name and really like I've listened to it a couple times, and I check in on the video, and you guys should absolutely support it because this guy, you know, he's on his way, man. You know, you got a talent, kid. You're a star. We're gonna make you a star.